Right, so now we're with Nova's litter. Hello, darling. And we're starting, I've just woken up. Oh, hello, hello. And see, now we've got that reaction that dogs do. They're coming up, they're giving you a greeting. And as you remember before, it's been very, very difficult for me to get that contact with the puppies because they've got a mother. They don't need contact. They don't need or want me because they've got everything they need in life. But as I said before, when they hit about 5 weeks is where we really start to see things happening. Everything catches up, and in some ways they're going to exceed the other litter at 5 weeks when they hit 5 weeks, which they're just about are. They're 4.5 now. And they're kind of weird when you're doing small litters, as I say, everything's about trying to get that balance, and with the bigger litter where you've got the competition, you can do something, you can see, you can do an action, and there's a reaction on the puppies. With this litter, as you see, I do an action, and there hasn't been a reaction. It's like it doesn't happen for 3 weeks. So they're a little bit difficult, or different way you have to work with the smaller litters. And again, but it's the same exercise as you're doing. You're doing the sound, you're doing the handling. And rather than you getting the reaction, what you're doing is just conditioning a response. And which is better, I don't really know. The thing is with the bigger litter, you can correct those things because you can see it immediately. With this litter, you don't start seeing things until the 5th week. You've got a shorter period of time. They go at 8 weeks, and they're more set in their ways. They tend to be a little bit more stubborn and everything else. But you need to do the handling and everything else. Otherwise, these puppies could end up going through a fear phase and everything else, and, which is not what you want. So you do the handling regardless of whether there's a reaction or not, because there is no reaction, but you're doing it in the hope, because you've got the experience, you know the parents and everything else, so you know the limits you can push the puppy even though you're not getting that response. You don't get that response to the 5th week for some reason. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is when it comes to small litters. And I think it's absolutely incredible because of the way they develop. They are, on physical development, they're a week behind, but when we get to 5 weeks, they're going to be suddenly ahead on mental development. They're going to be quicker on the uptake of things at 5 weeks compared to the honey litter, and the reaction time and everything else is going to be quicker and better with this litter. So, and then it all evens out again. So that's where we stand at the moment. We've got the contact, they're easy to work with, sounds are pretty much bulletproof at the moment. Handling, again, bulletproof. I don't know how they are with strangers, but I have no reason to expect them not to be. They're liking me, the relationship with me is good now. They're playing, they're communicating and allowing things to happen. But this has been only in the last couple of days this is starting to happen with these guys. And as I say, another few days they hit 5 weeks and there's going to be a remarkable change in the puppies. And then we're basically up to the same level in some ways with the honey litter, and in other ways they're going to be ahead on things. So this is the Nova litter at 4.5 weeks, so that's how this is sorted. Yep.